Hi, I'm Titas. I'm from News 18, India.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for having
All
us.
good. Absolutely, Steve and Jason, what an absolute pleasure to be speaking to you. We're going to be talking about Mountainhead. Tell me, what I really liked is, what male ambition can do, the kind of havoc that male ambition can really wreak. But tell me something. A lot of people are saying that this could be like a succession style exploration of power, wealth, ambition. What do you have to say about that? What's your comment?
I think it's Succession-ish in the sense that it's been created by Jesse Armstrong, uh, but it is different. I think tonally, it is a bit different. There is a as dark as Succession was. I feel like Succession. I loved Succession. It's the reason that I signed on to this. I was a huge fan. Am a huge fan of Jesse's. But I think tonally they're a little bit different. To me, this movie feels like a sort of a modern day Doctor Strangelove, and that's one of my favorite films of all time. And that darkness and the tether that it has to reality in this moment, I think is chilling.
Jason, what do you have to say about it?
That's beautifully put, and I absolutely agree. And I think, I think it also has, I think it's got, I think it has different extremes. I think he's playing with different extremes in this one. There are definitely parts that, in my opinion, are physical and funny and bonkers that I didn't see like in Succession. Do you know what I mean? But obviously it's like I always make this analogy about a band, but it's like, when you like a band or a musician and then they release something new and you listen to it and it's their style, it's only they could have written it, and yet it's got a new quality. They're using a new instrument, a new guitar pedal. They've worked with a new producer, so it just has a different flavor, and so it just adds something to that, to the shelf of what they do. And it's clearly a Jesse Armstrong piece in style, but it's also it's him with all of us.
Absolutely. I will have to ask you, Jason, you do have a connection with India. You did the Darjeeling Limited. And, Steve, you have such a massive fan base here in India. I would want to ask you, do you watch a lot of Indian films? Do you know a lot of Indian actors?
I don't offhand. Now, I will admit, but by the same token, I guess I just don't watch watch a lot of anything. So I have to kind
Yeah,
of.
no, same. Well, I can't say that I'm totally have up to snuff either. But in that movie, it's so sad because he passed away. But I got to work with a real legend in that film, and seeing like people like what. Ugh, it was just so moving to see just to see the way I'll get too sad, so never mind. But can I say one thing? There's so much love for movies and cinema, and one of the best experiences I ever had in my life was going to go see James Bond, the new James Bond when it came out. We all went, the whole group of us went to go see it in Indiana, and it was just like it was heaven. It was heaven to me. I saw a bunch of non-James Bond movies as well. But yeah. Anyway, sorry.
In very quickly, if you could, just tell me about, in the film, we see, these tech boys, there's a tech film, there's, artificial intelligence, the kind of impact, it has, sort of leading to deep fakes. We see, economic instability and all of that. What do you make of it, as people of the 21st century, as actors?
Well, it's to a degree, it's terrifying. The fact that this technology not only exists, but it's probably further along than most of us understand, and that the timeline between where we are here and what is depicted in the movie might not be that far. So there's sort of a bone-chilling essence to that this is potentially a very real issue that we will face as a society going forward. So, and super fun and hilarious. So there is that. I love the way he crafted this movie in that incredibly terrifying and frightening, but also sort of there's a palate cleansing of some very, very funny moments. So I think he has it both ways.
Absolutely. Thank you so much to both of you. Good luck
Thank you.
for.
Thanks.
Bye. I'll see you later.